What happens to your body if you consume irregular amounts of salt? Salt can be a highly important component of a healthy and balanced diet, but just how much is too much? Making responsible decisions about salt intake is essential for maintaining good health. Eating either too little or too much in terms of salt can lead to serious consequences ranging from dehydration and fatigue to high blood pressure and a greater risk of stroke and heart disease. But what are the differences between eating no salt versus eating too much salt, both within our bodies and outside? In this video, we will explore both sides of the debate. So if you have been curious about this issue, make sure you watch the video all the way until the end. Let's take a look at what happens if you don't eat salt first. If someone doesn't eat salt, a few things may happen. Firstly, they may experience extreme fatigue or low energy levels due to lack of electrolytes within their body. Since salt contains both sodium and chloride ions, which are necessary for the balance of fluids in our body and for proper muscle and nerve function, omitting it from your diet can lead to noticeable health issues. Insufficient amount of salt can lead to dehydration due to loss of essential minerals like sodium, magnesium, and potassium. This is because these minerals are vital in regulating fluid levels in the body's cells and maintaining its homeostasis. As a result, this can cause dizziness, lightheadedness, and excessive thirst when left unaddressed. It is therefore important to hydrate regularly throughout the day if you're on a low-sodium diet. Furthermore, not eating enough salt can also make people more prone to infection, as salt is used by our body as a natural preservative that helps fight off bacteria and viruses. Therefore, when we don't consume enough of it on a regular basis, our body becomes weakened and less capable of defending itself against these infectious agents. Finally, insufficient amount of salt can also lead to weight gain, as our bodies need it in order to process food correctly and break down proteins into smaller molecules, which can then be absorbed into our bloodstream. Without enough sodium present in our bodies, glucose is converted more quickly into fat rather than being used as energy in this condition. This results in increased fat storage in the midsection area, something that many people strive to avoid. Now, let's look at what happens if you consume too much salt. This can also have negative health consequences, as consuming excessive amount of salt can cause your body to retain water and increase your blood pressure. This in turn puts a strain on the heart and kidneys. Over time, high levels of sodium intake can damage the walls of the arteries and lead to an increased risk for stroke, heart attack, and other cardiovascular diseases. In addition, eating too much salt has also been linked to a higher risk for type 2 diabetes and stomach cancer. Excessive sodium consumption also affects normal functioning of the nervous system. Too much salt in the diet can lead to headaches, fatigue, dizziness, and cognitive issues as it interferes with neurotransmitter functions. Research also indicates that overconsumption of salt is associated with a greater risk for developing depression or anxiety disorders due to its impact on stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline. In terms of daily nutrition guidelines from the World Health Organizations, adults should not consume more than 5 grams of salt per day. However, this number is even lower for those with existing health conditions such as high blood pressure or kidney disease. It is important to remember that processed foods are usually very high in sodium, so avoiding these products will help a great deal in maintaining a healthy dietary balance. Also, there are plenty of low-sodium recipes available, so cooking meals at home can also be an effective way to monitor your sodium intake while still enjoying delicious meals. So, that is what happens if your body receives too much or too little salt. If you made it until the end, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel. Consider ringing the notification bell to be on the know with more sound health solutions. Thanks for sticking around, and see you in the next one.